All right, new unit. We're going to talk about exponential and logistic today. We'll be talking about logarithms. So you got exponential at the end of Algebra 2. So how much you actually got out of that, is questionable because of all the pandemic and trying to figure out online learning and all of those things. So we're starting off fresh as if we know nothing and going from there. So let's start with exponential. We're going to let A and B be real numbers. Okay, so anytime you see A or B, think, hey, I can plug in any number ever into that. An exponential function in X is a function that can be written in the form f of x equals, remember that's just y equals, a times b to the x. So it's exponential because the x is in the exponent. Where a is non-zero, because remember, if a were 0 and I multiply it by something, it's just 0. So that's not exponential. B is positive. And it cannot equal 1 because remember, 1 raised to any power whatsoever is always just 1. So we can't have that, okay? The constant A is called the initial value of f, and B is the base. So what does that look like? Well, the initial value here, notice there's no number in front. What do I multiply by to keep the same function? Well, that would be 1. And the base, so where the x is, the base is 2. Okay. So the question is it exponential? The answer is yes, because x is in the exponent. All right, for this one, I have an initial value of 4. My base is x. Well, my base can't be x. The exponent has to be x. So that one is no. If you're thinking about y, go back to your exponent rules. Anytime there's a negative in the exponent, you bring it down to the bottom. And that is actually rational. Part's not as important as knowing, hey, that is not exponential. Our next one, you have an initial value of 5, a base of 2. X is in the exponent, so yes. Even if it's negative, that's okay. That's actually just going to mean reflection, but it's still exponential. Notice this is an E. An E is an irrational number, kind of like pi. So I have an initial value of 3. I have a base of 4. That part's okay, but the exponent is not E. Or sorry, it's not X. It is E. So therefore, no, it is not exponential. So what does that look like if I want to compute an exact value? Which you already know it to mean. You're going to do 8 to the 1/3 power. So substitute in 1/3 for x. You can use your calculator, that's okay, but let's extend our thinking. Let's think about this. To the 1/3 power actually means the cube root of. So remember our radicals unit from Algebra 2, that was topic 5 before the pandemic hit. The cube root of 8 is actually 2, and then -5 times 2 is -10. If you typed that in your calculator, you should have got the same thing. So try a couple on your own.